To win in the NBA, it takes a combined effort of all the players. And when you think about all the players on the Blazers team this year, I think a lot of guys have really contributed. But most notably, I think Cliff Robinson has really upped his game to a new level.
Red Auerbach, patriarch of the Boston Celtics, introduced the sixth man to the NBA. John Havlicek in Boston, and later Kevin McHale, also with the Celtics, along with more recently the Indiana Pacers' Detlef Schrempf, represent just some of the league's great first players off the bench. Now, it's time to add another name to that list.
To Cliff. Cliff drives down the lane, a two-hand jam dunks it, and they parted the waters to let him through.
During his first 3 NBA seasons, although at times undisciplined and inconsistent as well as ill-tempered towards the officials, Cliff Robinson demonstrated sufficient flashes of brilliance to prove of much greater value than the 36th pick in the 1989 draft. Many of those selected before him have faded into oblivion. Just check the names. This time, the so-called experts were wrong. Now, after 2 trips to the NBA Finals, Cliff is enjoying his greatest personal success in this his 4th NBA season. With starters Clyde Drexler and Jerome Kersey sidelined at times due to injury, Cliff's timing could not have been any better. But the upgrade in his play is much more than just a numbers game.
I'm being more patient, but yet I'm still being aggressive when I have an open shot. I'm not hesitating. I'm taking a shot, or I'm making a pass, or I'm trying to do something positive instead of letting myself get caught up with in between things.
As Cliff has elevated his performance to another level, his progress has clearly impressed Blazer brass.
I think he worked very hard this summer to get himself in a situation where he really worked on his shot. He's shooting the ball much better, but I think more importantly is the maturity factor. You know, he knows what makes him good, and he goes out and does that. He has shot selection very good. He's under control. He's just doing a lot of things. He's scoring, he's passing the ball, he's rebounding the ball. He's just matured into a very good player.
Cliff's standout play has others from around the league taking notice.
It's funny how critics used to wonder if his headband fit on too tightly. His play was a little erratic at the time, but no more. Cliff Robinson is the best 6th man in the league. His versatility is invaluable for Portland.
To me, he has always been tough. Now he's just I think he's getting more comfortable out there. So I recognize his talent all along last year and year before. So I'm not surprised.
All the compliments have people touting Cliff as the leading contender for the league's 6th man award, and maybe even most improved player as well. But he's got a much bigger prize on his mind.
Well, I want the team to win the championship. I wanted that, from the beginning of the training camp, and I want that now. As far as the individual awards go, I would definitely appreciate that kind of stuff. I would definitely welcome it. But for me, having gone to the finals twice in 3 years and not coming away with it, at least once, I really want to see the team play well during the playoffs. I want everything to fall in place. I want to win a championship with everyone playing well.
With such dramatic positive change in his game, some have declared that the time is right for Cliff to join the starting rotation. But for him, he's perfectly happy to provide the big spark off the bench.
Right now we have a very good group of starters who've had a lot of success over the past 3 years. And for me to say I should be starting over one of those guys, it wouldn't be fair to them, and it wouldn't be fair to me. If we were a below 500 team or something like that, where I felt as though I could do more, but I think at this point I'm doing everything I can do coming off the bench for the team, because it's important for me to come off and add that spark. And I think I do that.
Despite this season's good times, there are those who fear that Cliff's past off-court problems will prove to be his future undoing as a player and as a person. At age 26 and facing new responsibilities on and off the floor, Cliff Robinson is ready to move on with his life.
As far as what happened at at the nightclub, you know, that was a situation that probably couldn't have been avoided. You know, if I look back on it, you know, the way as fast as things happen, I don't really know if it could have been avoided. You know, it just happened so fast. You know, as far as the speeding tickets or whatever, you know, I did have control of that. You know, I just had to slow down. You know, I just slow down. That's about it. You know, I was in a couple bad situations where I was over the speed limit, but you know, people make mistakes.
Those that matter most to Cliff, his family, joined him in Portland over the holidays. And it was truly a full house. His mother, Helena, taking charge in the kitchen, joined by two of her sons, both of whom live with her in Cliff's hometown of Buffalo, New York. Living with Cliff full-time are his only sister and her daughter, Marquita, plus his other brother, Craig.
Show him your stuff. I'm outside working. You put me to work. That's right. Got to earn his keep.
Cliff is truly grateful for their company. What's more, when he's on the road, he needs someone to look after his pride and joy.
Hey, girlie. Come here doing with Cliff. Okay. What you doing? Oh, great, huh?
While in college, Cliff's girlfriend gave birth to Jessica, now 5 years old. Although extensive tests later determined that Cliff was not her natural father, he's now in the process of legally adopting her. Jessica has already changed his life forever.
It takes away from your running around time. You have to be around more. You have to, you know, help her with a lot. I have to help her with a lot of things as far as her, whether it be from her schoolwork or, you know, explaining just, you know, things in general about everyday life. She's always got a lot of questions. You know, it's helped me to, you know, reflect back on my childhood and see what it was like growing up. And I'm in an opportunity where I can make a difference in her life, and I'm definitely going to try to do that.
You might be wondering, as for the lighter side of young Jessica's pop. Well, he says last season's Uncle Cliffy was strictly a one-time only playoff celebration. There will be no revival. And as for the headband ritual, Daddy Cliff, has his color scheme strategically laid out.
I usually start off with the red one. I don't wear white too much. I'm kind of shying away from that one because I haven't really had a very good game in that, so I've been kind of shying away from it. I'm pretty much the red and black, and I have a few, you know, with some designs on them. I'm gonna break them out pretty soon, but I'm not sure when, but I'll surprise them.
The fire, the intensity. To be sure, Cliff Robinson takes his hoop seriously, but when the time is right, you can be sure he'll have fun with the best of them.
Exactly. Hold on. Don't mess it up. Hey, kick it again. All right, okay, all right. Hold on, all right. Angel, Buffalo style.
Cliff Robinson, the Angel, comes out. Going to change that halo. Put the red one on instead of the black one, huh?